Hello, party people. It is like 1 in the morning as I'm recording this. It's not going to go live at 1 in the morning. So y'all listening to this are probably like, what? I've been painting up a storm. I'm working on some new projects and feeling creative and spicy in a really good way. And yes, so now I am recording for you guys. Because why not? Why not? So welcome to the Secrets of a Witch podcast with me, Sabrina Scott, where I talk all about life, love, magic, healing, tarot, mediumship, and everything in between. And since I am launching my massive course, Magic Without Bullshit, right now, I just want to answer some of the questions that I've been getting about the course and just about everything, how it works and all of that. And one thing I will say before I go on is if you do have any questions about Magic Without Bullshit or really about any of my offerings, like please, for the love of God, email me. Absolutely. There is no such thing as a stupid question. There is no such thing as a bad question. Like even if the question is answered on the website, I will help you out. Though I definitely do recommend reading the entire website on magicwithoutbullshit.com because a lot of the answers you're probably looking for will be there. But still, like, I love curious students. I love curious people. I feel like curiosity is one of the most important human qualities for living a good, happy, fulfilled life. Like no one is going to be able to convince me otherwise. Like I just really do value curiosity. And I honestly feel like it's the students who come at me with the most questions tend to be the ones that get so much out of my courses. And Magic Without Bullshit, of course, is absolutely no exception to that. But why I love receiving questions from people about what I'm doing, about the course, about, what exactly it is and if it will work for them and et cetera, it shows me that these folks asking questions are deeply invested in their own growth, right? They're thinking hard about their life path. They're thinking hard about skilling up. They're thinking about, okay, like what is the best choice for me in this moment? And that for me, it shows introspection, it shows care, it shows attention to detail, it shows moving out of complacency, which I feel like is so important. And I just think curiosity, it's an opener, right? It explodes something, but like in a really good way. A cuter way to say that would be it creates a blooming, right? A blossoming. As what curiosity does, both in ourselves and in others. But just assuming we know all the answers, obviously it's kind of the opposite. It creates a closing. Anyway, so in my opinion, curiosity is like such an important quality and it always translates into great results, especially when curiosity is combined with dedication, tenacity, focus, and other really good qualities that I see, honestly, in pretty much all my students. So I fucking love that. So, okay, let's dive in. I just want to go over some of the big questions that are in my inbox, just so that you guys kind of have an overview, just in case you guys are wondering this yourselves, and you might be, because a lot of these questions are super common questions, right? So one of the ones I constantly am getting right now is, what kind of results can I expect? And I think that is completely legit question. The first thing I will say is the results that you can expect depend on you. It depends on if you decide to show up and do the work. I already done my part. I have recorded 24 and a half hours of video content for this course that was designed intentionally. My worksheets, there's like 188 pages of worksheets in this course, literally, I shit you not, and it's divided by module and by video. So literally 188 pages of worksheets. And so you can buy the course, you can print out the worksheets, but if you don't do the work, you're not going to get results. If you don't watch the videos, you're not going to get results. You actually have to put this shit into practice. That being said, if you do take responsibility for your behavior, if you do take responsibility for your follow through, you'll be able to get some really fucking good results. And I'm just going to list some out. So first of all, you'll be able to feel confident in yourself, your intuition, and your spiritual abilities. You'll know how magic fits into your wider worldview, which I think is actually one of the most important things. And a lot of people don't make the time to think about this, which is why a lot of their magic just kind of flops. And then you'll know what you believe, what you want in life, how to work with magic to help you get closer to those goals, some of which you likely will already have achieved within the course. You'll also know how to easily create a ritual for any fucking situation and make it work for any time of day, night, season, or moon phase. This is crucial. So one of the things I teach in the course is how to make whatever it is you are wanting to create magically. You're not going to have to wait for the next moon phase. You're not going to have to wait for the next day of the week to be like exactly whatever. I teach how to create something for any which way, any time, for whatever type of result you want. It's super, super important. So you will never need to like Google ritual for this, ritual for that, like best love spells. Like you'll never need to do that shit again unless you want to, like just for funsies. You know, you'll be able to write that shit with your eyes closed, right? You'll also be able to whip up a ritual with minimal materials lying around, absolutely no problem. You'll know exactly how and why to use different magical materials without needing to crack open any book or any Google. And so you'll be able to pick up any book on magic and know what is bullshit and what is not. You'll have, and this one is like only if you do the group coaching version, but if you do that version, you'll get access to an amazing community of other fucking cool people practicing magic who you actually connect and relate to. Right? You'll feel comfortable giving advice, sharing your experience, and not just asking for it. And this is actually something that I've seen so often in the communities that I create with my courses and my workshops, and more recently, my Magic May Telegram group chat experience. Like, for some reason, the folks who are into what I do and who follow me just are universally fucking cool, and everyone gets along, and it's just this really beautiful thing, and I just have like the coolest people in my communities, and so you will get to meet each other, and it will be fucking sweet. And I've watched so many friendships blossom from that, and it just really warms my heart. And so then you'll also know how to ground, cleanse, and shield, as well as literally all the other basic energy work practices that all magic is based on. So that is like kind of badass, all that stuff. And of course, there's so much other stuff that I haven't listed here. It's like honestly an endless list of what you'll learn, how you'll feel, and the results that you'll get if you do this course. But honestly, I don't want to talk for like 20 hours because obviously the course is more than 20 hours. And so just if you take the course, you will learn all the shit. It will be fucking sweet. So, okay, another question I often get is, are there any other materials or equipment that I need to purchase besides enrolling in the course? And the answer to this is like, no. You might feel inspired to get some new stuff when you take the course, but it's absolutely not required in any way. Like, you'll still be able to get so much out of the course, even if you don't ever buy a new magical tool. Whether you want to go grab some new candles or herbs or oils, like that's okay, go do your thing, but you don't need to. A big part of how I do magic and how I teach magic is all about working with what we have at our fingertips as it is. So personally, I don't get any of my magical supplies at the New Age Witchy store. It's just like not really my thing, and I don't think it has to be your thing either. I get them at like discount stores, grocery stores, health food stores, and sometimes my local botanica as well. Spending lots of money on magical supplies is not necessary. Sometimes I will absolutely do it just for fun and for the sake of luxury and pleasure. And like, I love beautiful objects. Like, I love artisan candles. Like, I love all that shit. But is it mandatory? No, it's completely optional. So another question, where is this hosted? So the course content itself that everyone gets access to is on Teachable. So all students get access to that. For the students who select the group option, the private course community for this cohort is going to be hosted in a few different places. Facebook group for like longer convos if people want, Telegram for a group chat, and then live group coaching calls will happen on Zoom twice a month from July to December. So you won't need to download anything unless you want to. Like this can all be done from a desktop or laptop computer, on a browser, on your phone, like whatever. It's totally up to you. The platforms I've chosen have simple, easy to use interfaces. That's why I chose them. And so you'll be able to access everything from your phone. If you want to, all you'll need is just that internet browser and making sure that your internet is functioning. So what do you get with the program? You get 24 plus hours of pre-recorded video lessons to watch anytime you want. 10 worksheets, which is honestly 188 pages of worksheets. I'm not bullshitting you. It's like a fucking massive series of worksheets. I do not fuck around. Like clearly I used to teach at university. Clearly I'm doing a PhD, and that is reflected in how I teach magic for better, for worse. Honestly, I think it's for better because you guys are getting all this fucking jam-packed information that is more serious like than any other magic course on the internet. If you show me a magic course that has more content than this, I will honestly eat my shoe. Like I have never seen it. I've never heard of it. This is a very unique offering. And then if you choose the group component, you'll get 2 group coaching calls per month for 6 months from July to December from 2023, as well as access to private course community for 6 months, again, from July to December if you choose that option. So I've gotten some questions about their curriculum. Obviously, if you're curious about that, you can just go back and listen to the episode of this podcast where I laid that out. I think I go in depth in that episode, so feel free to just listen back to that or look on the website for the full list, magicwithoutbullshit.com. Another question I usually get is, what is the weekly time commitment? So my answer to this is like literally whatever the hell you want. So I specifically designed this course for busy people with schedules all over the place who may only have a few minutes here and there to commit to studying magic. I totally get it, right? And some people are going to zoom through the lessons and others are going to take their time. Some people are going to watch the same module like 5 times in a row until it like is hammered into their brain. And other people are going to like watch, everything sped through and skip around, and there is no right or wrong way to do it. Like I teach it in the order that I do for a reason. That being said, like if you feel like you're in a spiritual emergency and you really want to know like about the candles or whatever, like the world is not going to end, like you absolutely will be able to skip around the content if you want to, right? And do it at whatever pace you want, however much or little as you want. Participate as much or as little as you want in the group as well. It's totally up to you, and take as much time as you need, right? Pop in and out as your schedule allows, as your energy allows. Some people have finished the course in a few months. Some people, actually quite a few people, it's taken them a whole year to go through it. So it is a huge amount of information. And so do which pace you want, right? It's up to you. So another question is, do I get lifetime access to the course materials? Yes, you do. Of course. Do you get community support or access to moi? Yes, you do if you get the group option. If you only choose self-study, then no, you don't. That's like the whole point. Self-study is like, you got to do it by yourself, my friend. So this is the last time I'm offering 6 months of support as the group option. I think if I offer the group option in the future, it's only going to be for 6 weeks. So this is something to really jump on if it's something that you've been thinking about or you're interested in, or you just really would like to participate in a live group coaching experience with me around magic. Like this is your chance, honestly, because I will be paring down the support that I'll be giving in the group component. So just keep that in mind, my beautiful friends. So let's see, another question. So I've had people ask me like, okay, I'm in another time zone on the other side of the world. Like, is this course still okay for me? So my answer is like, yes, the fuck yes, absolutely. That's the whole reason why the course content, the core content is pre-recorded view on demand. The videos are between like 5 to 25 minutes each. You can watch them anytime on your own schedule. And so the whole reason for this is because I've had students from literally all over the fucking world. Like, over the last 4 years I've run this course, I've had students attend live from Australia, New Zealand, Austria, the Netherlands, California, like West Coast states, Quebec, Canada, like Halifax. I've had just people from every which place, people from the UK. Like, it's honestly been people from everywhere. And so if you are considering the group coaching calls and you're like, oh my God, will I ever be able to attend live, even though I live on the other side of the world? So I always do try to make it work so that at least everybody can attend sometimes. And so I do that by switching up the times that the calls are. So, for instance, the group coaching calls during Canadian summers, like aka like right now, will likely be mostly during the like late morning Eastern time to ensure that neither I nor my computer melts into a puddle. But as the year moves along into Canadian fall and winter, I'll host calls at different times of the day and night in Eastern time, which is where I am, which means that the calls will be varied, right? So depending on my circumstances and depending on who signs up, I do switch it up, right? So, because I know sometimes people love to attend on weekends, and some people, weekends are impossible. Sometimes people love mornings, sometimes people love evenings. So I switch it up so that everyone can come at least sometimes. It's really, really important to me. So the other thing with this is all live calls are recordings. So even if you miss it, you're going to get access to the recording to view whenever you want and to rewatch it whenever you want. So another question I keep getting is, what is the investment? And so it depends on which option you choose, right? So if you're a brand new student choosing self-study, you can enroll for $235 a month. If you're a brand new student selecting group coaching, you can enroll for $315 a month. If you're a legacy cohort student, so a student who is signed up for Magic Without Bullshit sometime between 2020 and 2022, so like the last 3 years, then you are eligible for the legacy cohort, and you will be able to enroll for $150 a month because you already bought the course. So whether you purchased the course in the past, self-study or group, it's like a little group top-up, right? So if you want to participate in this round of group coaching, that is available to you. And of course, the option is always available to save a little bit of money by paying in full. And the other thing too is, don't be shy, don't be embarrassed. Like, if you need a different payment plan, I have worked with folks to create payment plans for their specific situations. It is absolutely not a problem. It takes me 5 minutes. It's not a big deal. So if this is you, if you're like, oh my God, I really want to do this, but I just need to like switch this up a little bit, I need a bit of a longer payment plan, no problem. Let me know. We will make it work. Or maybe you want to do a really unique payment plan where you pay me like half of it up front and then do it like a smaller amount per month until it's done. Like, that's okay too. I'm pretty open-minded with this type of thing, to be honest with you. It's just important to me that I'm able to make this work accessible to people, right? And so I get it that sometimes folks will need a bit of a longer payment plan with that, and that is a-okay. So I think those are the biggest questions that I've gotten about the course. I'm trying to think if there's any other ones. Oh yeah, the other one, which I guess I ranted about in a previous episode, is like, will you be offering this again? And it's like, well, I think the self-study is always going to be available, but in terms of the group coaching, I can tell you for a fact this is going to be the last time I'm offering like the 6 months of support. Like, I honestly don't really see myself doing that again in the future. I am expanding to do lots of different things. And so I think the way that support will look like for the group coaching is not going to be like this again. So if you are really wanting to get the best possible value, the best bang for your buck, the most access to me for the smallest amount of money, this is the time you're going to want to jump in and take that leap into learning Magic Without Bullshit with me for this 2023 July to December cohort, if you want to do the group coaching. So I think that's it. I think that's most of the questions. What else? I think that's it. If I can think of any more questions that folks tend to ask me, I will probably record another little episode, but for now, I will leave it at that. If I did not answer your question, please email me. I do not bite, ceo@sabrinamscott.com, or you can just message me on Instagram. The email is, I think, more trusty, but just in case, like, either way is totally fine. So I look forward to hearing from you. If you've got any questions, again, just please let me know. I'm not mean, I swear. And do read in depth the website. It is really long, and all of that information is there for a reason. It is magicwithoutbullshit.com. Again, magic with a C, no K. And yeah, that's what I have to say about that, my friends. I hope to see you enrolled. I hope to see you in the course. And especially, I hope to see you in group coaching, because I really, really do love working with people and answering interesting questions and helping people with their practice live. I think that is honestly like where I've seen students get the most quick results and the biggest breakthroughs. So that's it for now, my friends. Happy weekend. Happy weekend, happy weekend. I hope to see you in Magic Without Bullshit. Again, the website is magicwithoutbullshit.com. Very unique website. You can learn more about me at sabrinamscott.com. And of course, my Instagram is sabrinamscott. You can check out my YouTube, youtube.com/sabrinascott. And actually, I haven't mentioned this in forever, but I do sell clothing that I designed. So if you're looking for a hoodie or a sweater or a shirt to wear this season or ever, there is some super, super cute stuff at shopsabrinamscott.com. So that's it for now, my friends. Catch you on the flip side. Bye.